Hi YouTube friends, it's Diaper Kiddo Jason, and Domino is here as well. And I wanted to do a little video tonight to basically tell you guys why I'm not doing a video this week, which is kind of an oxymoron, I know. You'll have to forgive me, it's Thursday night, right at midnight. So basically, the long and the short of it is I'm just super tired. And I'm not feeling well. Like, same as last year. I think I'm starting to get sick. Every year, this time of year, I end up getting sick with something. But there's like something going on in my chest, and like I'm really congested and sniffly and a little sneezy. And I'm also super, super tired. Like, I mean, you see the dark circles? That's my life. My life is dark circles. So there's stuff going on that's causing me a lot of stress. And because of that, I'm not sleeping very well. Like, last night I got some decent sleep, but I ended up kind of like overdosing myself on melatonin to knock myself out so that I would. But there's like a lot of stuff going on, and so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging and wondering why I didn't do an update, since I do video updates every Friday. But I'm just kind of not up to doing anything really big this week. But I did want to kind of let you guys know some of what was going on. So like, I'm working my new job, which is working out really well, and they're very happy with me. I've been getting constant positive feedback about how happy they are with my work performance and what I've been able to do for them. So that part is good, but I haven't gotten paid yet. And this week, at the end of the week, this will be my 4th week. And I'm supposed to, like, I talked to the CEO of the company, and finally, they're putting me in to get paid on Monday. So like, they owe me for 3 weeks worth of invoices at this point, and then at the end of this week it'll be 4. I'll submit this week tomorrow, but by the end of tomorrow they should owe me for about $600, which would be really super helpful because we are extremely tight on money right now. Like, there's been some unexpected expenses. Sorry, I'm holding my cell phone in the sky so that you don't get glare from the screen. But there's been some unexpected expenses come up. Earlier in the month, of course, was my birthday. And so we went to Orlando with my little friend and his mommy. And, you know, I mean, it was kind of expensive, what we ended up doing, which would have been fine, except then we had another unexpected expense come up, and we ended up having to buy my sister a laptop. Don't ask, for no reason. Don't ask. So like, that was money that we didn't really have, that we had to spend, and there's just been a lot of stuff come up. And so money has gotten really, really, really tight this week. My husband will hopefully get paid tomorrow night, if not tonight. I'm not sure which. It'll either be tonight or tomorrow night. And then I should be getting paid on Monday, so that will definitely help. But like, our coffers are like empty right now, which is nerve-wracking enough. And then my husband's got a lot of work stress going on. Like, he spent most of the day today fighting off panic attacks. So, like, the company he works for isn't the most stable thing in the world anyway, and then like, his boss is just a dick, who's been writing him non-stop today, and like, he kept texting me like almost in tears, just because of the amount of stress and workload that he has on him. And it doesn't help that like, he works 10-hour days, and he's going to end up working 6 days this week. He has to go in on Saturday, which sucks. And then on top of that, on Saturday is Domino's groomer's appointment, so that's going to be another $50 that we're going to have to spend. And so like, it's just a lot of things coming at us at once. So yeah, like, I'm stressed out, and I'm tired, and I'm not feeling good, and I spent all week this week trying to come up with an idea for what like sort of video I could do for you guys this week, and I literally could come up with nothing. In case you haven't noticed, the last several of my videos have mostly been me talking to the camera and like not anything interesting, and it's because I'm really starting to struggle with coming up with ideas. I don't know if it's because my creative juices are dry right now, or if it's because I've like done everything that I can reasonably do from my apartment. I never leave my apartment, but for one reason or another, I've been really having trouble coming up with video ideas for you guys, and like that's a little frustrating because I want to continue to do, you know, content. I want to create content on YouTube, and I'm happy with doing it weekly, but I'm just struggling to come up with what to do. To the point that I even enlisted some friends today online and asked them, like, you know, for ideas, but unfortunately, like, every single idea they suggested I've already done in a previous video. So maybe it's time to circle back around and start like redoing some of my earlier videos with, you know, now that I actually know what I'm doing, and use some of my earlier ideas, but, you know, kind of updated, I guess, maybe. I don't know, but like, yeah, so coming up with new videos has been really challenging, which has been a little frustrating because, like, I don't want my channel to be boring, and I know that it's gotten really boring lately, so I apologize. And then, of course, next week is a big week. On Thursday of next week, October the 4th, that's my 2-year anniversary of when I switched to wearing diapers full-time. And so 2 years later, you know, I'm 24/7 still. And I wanted to do something really special and cool for you guys, and I can't think of anything. Like, I've got a few ideas bouncing around, but like nothing like super exciting or monumental, which is a shame because I really wanted to do something special for you guys. But it is what it is, I guess. Like, I'm just running dry in a lot of ways. My energy level, my creativity. So, and I apologize. Like, I know that my content has not been as interesting lately as it had been for a while, and that's why. I'm just exhausted. I am frankly exhausted. Like, nothing horrible is going on, just a lot of stress. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. But yeah, so that's sort of where I'm at right now. And like, this is my 3rd time filming this, just because, like, I can't think of anything to say, honestly, other than I really do apologize. Like, I hate that that's sort of the direction that things are going right now. Like, I'm not, like, I mean, I'm stressed. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm stressed. And I'm not sleeping well, and I'm exhausted pretty much constantly. But like, nothing horrible is going on. It's not anything like that. It's just life is in such a weird place right now. And, you know, with worry over my husband's job and whether he's going to even continue to have a job, or whether he's going to have a meltdown and leave his job or whatever, you know, and then our financial situation, which, you know, starting my job was supposed to fix that, and I still haven't gotten paid. There's just a lot. It's a lot right now. And like, I don't know what to do. I know my husband is really unhappy in his work life. But he works so much that when he's home, he's too tired to do anything. And like, I want him to look for something else. And maybe in his same industry. Excuse me. But I want him to look for something else to get out of the position that he's in, because I think most of the problem that he's having is coming from the company that he works for and not the industry that he works in. He thinks that he's failing at his job and just all this crazy nonsense when he's not. He's an incredible hard worker. He's dedicated. He's loyal. You know, he has been absolutely incredible to them. You know, and he's doing the best that he can. He's not being given the resources or the support. And that's, I mean, that's just the honest truth. He thinks it's a failing on his part, but it's not. Absolutely not. So I want him to find something else, but that requires him to look for something else, which he hasn't really done, because he's so tired that he just doesn't feel like having to hunt for a job. And then with working in the logistics industry, you know, I mean, there's not a lot around here. There's not a lot of options for him, short of us having to move, and we can't afford to move. So, like, I don't know what's going to happen. And if, like, he loses his job, his severance package would be 3 weeks' pay. That's not enough to do anything. We would be so boned at that point. But, like, hopefully his company will hold it together for a while longer. But I honestly think that the best thing for him would be if he found another job in the logistics industry, whether it was here or somewhere else in the country. We would up and move, like, in a heartbeat, if we needed to. My job will go with me anywhere I go. You know, and if he could find something, you know, that paid equivalent to what he's making here, but working for a more stable company, I think he'd be a whole lot happier. And that's really all I want for us. Like, you know, I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately. And the whole point of me starting this channel in the first place, like, the reason that I started this channel is because my husband last year at this time was working so much he was never home. And I was lonely and bored, and I needed something to do to occupy myself, and so I started my YouTube channel a year ago. In October, it'll be a year. So that I would have something to do and keep myself occupied while he wasn't home. And so, like, this has been an ongoing problem, him working too much and not having enough work-life balance, and them exploiting the shit out of him, and him being so stressed and so burdened with all of this responsibility that nobody else will pick up the slack. This has been going on for a long time, and it's time for him to make a change, but I can't seem to convince him to. But that's just me ranting. So, again, I apologize. I'm in a weird place right now. I'm just worried about a lot of things. Don't say hi. You getting hot? It is really hot in this apartment, you know, because of course it is. It's the end of September, so why wouldn't it still be summer? But yeah, so, like, between everything else going on and then all the, like, nightmare insanity that's going on in politics in this country right now, like, literally, I think we live in hell. Like, I'm just so stressed out constantly. So yeah, like, that's sort of just where I'm at right now, and that's why I didn't do something like anything like special or interesting this week. And so I do apologize again. I'm going to try to recenter and refocus myself. I'm hoping that, you know, I'll come up with something cool for next week's video. And then I might take a little time away from YouTube to kind of recharge and get through all this nonsense that's going on right now. And if I do, of course, I'll let you guys know so you're not wondering what happened to me or where I went, because there's nothing I hate more than a YouTuber that I really enjoy and I'm following just not posting anything anymore. And you don't know what happened to them. Like, I hate that. I hate that. I hate investing in somebody like that and then them just vanishing. And then I always worry, like, did something happen to them? You know, or did they just get bored of YouTube? So I promise that I will not do that to you guys. But I might take a little time away after next week's video, or maybe after the end of October, because Halloween is my favorite holiday, and so, like, maybe I'll do something really cool for Halloween. I definitely want to put together a costume this year if I can afford to, and dress up, and if I do, like, I would really like to be able to do a video about that, because Halloween is such a cool holiday. But then after that, I might take a little sabbatical away from YouTube just to kind of figure myself out what's going on. But that's pretty much it for tonight. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to sound like I'm being a downer or anything. I'm not. I'm just really, really worn out. And I'm not sure what to do about all of the crazy life stuff. I'm so worried about my husband, though. Like, if he doesn't have a nervous breakdown, he's going to have a heart attack. So, like, I'm really worried about him. And I just wish that we could figure out a better solution to, you know, make sure that we can continue to pay our bills, but he can do something less stressful, but there just really aren't that many opportunities around here. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. So, thank you for being patient with me and for being supportive of me. And, Domino's here. And she likes you guys too. She knows really you're watching this channel for her anyway. So, but that's all tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I will hopefully have something cool for you next week. Until next time, guys. Bye.